Welcome to Drawfee Beans, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Mark.
Guys, you may not recognize Mark's voice because Mark hasn't been on any episodes on our YouTube channel yet. You recorded one.
Yeah, I recorded one that I don't know when it comes out, but keep your eyes peeled.
It's going to come out. You can also see Mark on our Twitch streams on Fridays. Mark is a designer here at College Humor and has designed a whole bunch of stuff that is going to be featured in the upcoming Draga series coming to Dropout, as well as just a bunch of other stuff on Dropout, right?
Yeah, that's what I do, and here I am.
And here you are, and here we are. It is October, the spooky month.
Boo.
Boo. Hope that didn't scare you guys too much.
Sorry.
We got a suggestion from, I'm going to say this name correct, Andrea Desrosiers.
Perfect pronunciation.
The spookiest thing is mispronouncing your name. Please do more Spooktober drawings, is the suggestion. We only have a few weeks left in October, and most of the episodes that we've got planned coming out, we recorded so long ago, I don't think they're very spooky. So we got to get our spooks in somehow.
Boo.
Boo. Mark, can you draw something spooky for me, please?
Yeah, let's get this ball rolling.
Let's figure out what's spooky.
Okay. What's spooky? I mean, something that is always spooky to me is direct eye contact.
Okay.
So maybe
Start with the eyes.
Yeah, let's start with the eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul.
Yeah.
And I want to get some good eyes in here.
Oh, yeah. Those are good eye shapes already.
Get some big old-fashioned anime eyes in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're... this is...
Uh-oh. I'm drawing in anime. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It started.
So we're starting with anime. So that's, that can be spooky. There's all sorts of different spooky anime children out there. The spookiest thing for me is when people are talking about an anime and I don't know which one they're talking about, but I want to. And then I realize it's on one of the streaming platforms that I don't subscribe to yet. And I'm like, am I going to have to sign up for another one? Probably. I want to be part of the conversation.
I want to have things to say about Yu Yu Hakusho finally.
Oh, yeah. Lots of people at the office are watching Yu Yu Hakusho right now.
Yeah, it's coming back in vogue.
It's having a cultural moment.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not either. I like the look of that one. That's one I never saw. When did that one come out? 90s?
90s, I think.
Yeah, it looks very 90s.
Yeah, it has a very timeless quality to the story. Or, like, I don't know. It's very, very good.
It's about, like, ghost detectives or something? Yeah.
Roughly.
I love ghost detectives. Okay, so we've got two sets of eyes looking at each other, complete with nose. We've got sort of an anime and a more Western eye.
So, eye contact.
Eye contact.
I guess the scariest place to have eye contact is when you're in the bathroom stall.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is going to have to be a bathroom stall situation.
Okay, so you're in the bathroom stall, but you can see through... Whoop.
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 There it goes. A poltergeist. Yeah, when you can see somebody while you're sitting down, having a little rest.
Having a little rest.
Playing on your phone.
That happens because sometimes they change the toilet paper while I'm in there.
Mm-hmm.
And when they take out the little thing that holds the toilet paper, it leaves sort of a large gap, sort of right at...
Oh, no.
Right at sort of the level that the toilet paper is.
The metal canister is here?
Yeah, the metal canister is sort of there, and when they take it out, it's just a hole.
All the way through?
It's sort of just a hole all the way through, and so
no.
I've had to do sort of a very like, I guess it's the closest I've ever felt to like a girl wearing a short skirt. Like I just sort of put my legs together, and I'm like,
that sounds like a design flaw.
I don't think it's meant to be changed while people are in there, but sometimes I'm just been. That's sort of their way of telling me that I'm taking too long, and I do take too long. Like that's on me. I go in there and I take my time because.
You've earned it.
Yeah, I've earned it by the fact that my digestion has reached the point where I need to be in there. I'm deserving of a nice little rest.
Yeah. Okay, let's get some bodies in here. These are going to be wild bodies because I don't really feel like
These should be. I feel like this is like sort of like a mirror universe of our own. Like it has sort of the trappings of our office, but this is some sort of like Halloween Town-ish version.
Yeah, it's like Coraline world.
It's like a Coraline world. I'm getting sort of like a spooky stories to tell in the dark vibe from this person on the right here.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But if those stories were told with your pants down.
Yeah. I mean, what else are you doing in the dark? Am I right?
Yeah, pooping.
I
like it. Lights off.
I mean, they did say. Let me just. They said Spooktober. They didn't say Spooptober. But I think spooks and spoops. A spoop is a spooky poop, right?
I think so.
So
if you're doing it right.
If you're doing it right, and we are doing it right here on the show. Oh, Mark, I love this face.
I don't know what expression this is.
I mean, I'm not monitoring the facial expressions I make when I'm in there.
No, I don't think I've ever had to worry about the faces I've made.
Yeah, so I think this is a pretty good representation of the feeling. Like, I'm definitely getting a feeling.
Yeah, it's evocative.
This is what art is.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to know about this anime person on the
I am
left.
Very interested in this as well. I am ramping up to it. You gotta save dessert for last.
Mark, I've got to say it's a bold move for your first ever like YouTube appearance to just draw a person with their pants down, and I think that's correct.
I think I did the same thing in my Drawfee.
Did you? Drawfee episode. I haven't watched it yet. Well, I wasn't on that one.
I know, but I think you watched something because you made a comment to me afterwards that you said that you thought that you were going to have to censor me.
Oh.
And then
you've okay. Without spoiling too much, I guess just look out for that. Just look out for that down the road. This is our way of previewing episodes because we record them so far in advance. We can just sort of talk about them vaguely.
Yes.
And you can just, theater of the mind, see what comes to mind.
This is going to be theater of the eyes now because I want to get some anime going.
Okay.
I always do the wrong shortcuts on this.
Yeah, the thing about the recording computer is it's not good for anyone to use. Like all of the shortcuts are different than what every Drawfee host uses on their regular computer, and I haven't bothered to change it in like years. And so it just sort of goes without saying that the recording drawings are just going to be somewhat uncomfortable for everyone, and they've just sort of learned to deal with it. And they'll complain about it to me, and I don't do anything about it, which I guess is kind of spooky when your complaints go unheard by the people.
Ghosts feel unheard. That's why they stick around.
Oh, I love this anime hair.
Me too. I had a real short head for a second.
Short head, tall hair.
Can't lose.
And
anime boys can't lose typically.
Right. Unless it's to teach them to get stronger.
And then they'll win the next time.
Unless it's Ash from Pokemon, then he has to wait several seasons to win because we're not counting the Orange Islands League.
Oh, that was a weird league. Sorry to everyone on the Orange Islands. I think your league is weird.
Your league is weird. I thought Tracy was cool. It was hard. He had big shoes to fill after Brock left. But you know, that's
Oh man,
That's
what's
how it
Brock up
goes.
to these days? I'm not caught up with
I don't know.
the Pokemon.
I haven't watched it in so long, and I see the clips, and I'm like, it still looks fun. I used to wake up every Saturday morning. Like, I would wake up earlier on Saturday mornings than I would for school, and I
Yeah.
would just watch cartoons.
The only time my parents didn't have to drag me out of bed. Then and Christmas morning.
I'd watch cartoons till noon, and then I'd take a nap after. Because that's when I think Beastmaster, yeah, like the
What do anime feel?
the like live action WB shows would come on, like Beastmaster and Stargate.
Oh
And
yeah.
I didn't care for those as a child.
I tried watching Stargate for the first time recently because I had remembered seeing it growing up and thinking this is cool, but like above my age group.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's
It's
like
slow and boring, but
it's like instead of on a spaceship, they just go through a portal and they're in a different world, sort of thing.
I made his legs way too tall.
Did you prefer SG-1 or Atlantis?
I didn't go through Atlantis. I heard Atlantis was better, so I started with the original movie and then did the SG one, right? Or
Sure.
do I have misinformation?
I don't know. I don't know enough about Stargate. I know they were on an episode of The Simpsons, the Stargates, and comic book guy says, of the 4 star properties, Wars, Trek, Gate, and Search, Stargate is easily my top 3.
The Simpsons is good, man. That's a really, really good.
I gotta work at least 1 or 2 Simpsons just quotes into the...
Teach the children.
Teach the children, you know, I didn't do the comic book guy voice for that, but I could, you know, I could do the voice back in the day. I would do the voice. This person's head is so big compared to their body, and I love it.
I feel like anime characters need big heads.
And sort of, is he wearing like a tunic, like sort of a puffy?
Yeah, I'm giving him puffy sleeves.
Sort of like a Henry VIII sort of feel.
Yeah, but I also gave him biking gloves.
You gave him the fingerless gloves that all anime boys need to have.
Mm-hmm. I guess you know what he needs as an anime boy is some goggles.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is a Digimon.
Oh yeah, this is a Digimon boy.
This is a Digiboy. Okay, great. Which I guess is sort of a clue to the episode that you'll be appearing in when it debuts. Maybe. So this is, I mean, like this is spooky, but it's also kind of sweet. Which is, I think that's what Halloween's about. It's about being spooky, but also getting some sweets, you know?
I'm just making lines for a toilet. Okay, so, yeah, it's spooky. Yeah, this is... And then the lights are all outside. Oh, wait,
okay.
that didn't work. Why didn't that work either?
You gotta turn off all layers. You gotta turn off all layers. There you go. So it's when you've been in there so long that the lights turn off.
Yeah,
and the motion
sensor.
Yeah, I've been in that situation.
I
as
have
well.
been in that situation.
I
as
take
well.
too long. I guess the spookiest thing for me about this episode is how much I'm just sort of revealing about my bathroom habits to the internet at large. But they deserve to know. The people deserve to know. If they've made it this far into the episode, they deserve to know what's going on with me.
Right.
I want it. Can I add to this?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I add some more creatures?
Let's swap.
So, I mean, obviously, like, Julia's not here right now for this. Oh, you merged the layers.
is that okay?
Wow. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If you hit undo 7 steps, maybe more.
No, it's fine. That, like, yeah. Okay, we're in. Yeah, Julia's not here to, like, really add that sort of unnatural queasiness that she brings to the table, but I do think that we should get at least one vampire
Yeah.
in here, one sort of Julia,
actual monster.
one sort of Julia-ish vampire. It might not be a room full of vampires, but like there are vampires in the room.
Mm-hmm. And some of these are future vampires, maybe.
Oh, sure. I think what's happening is like there aren't enough stalls, so this vampire just
waiting.
He just has to wait.
Oh.
And that's kind of because like you're just in the like
why you're just standing there, stand outside.
You're just standing in the bathroom and like I've been in this situation
and
too.
Where in the bathroom do you stand? There's not a place for it.
Where in the bathroom? Let's just keep going down this. Like, what are your biggest bathroom like pet peeves?
Bathroom pet peeves are not tidying a little bit when you leave. If you like go in, make a mess, and just piss all over the seat, drop scraps of toilet paper everywhere. I mean, it's the thing where you're the last one in there, and so when you walk out, you made whatever you're responsible for whatever mess is still in that bathroom when you leave.
Interesting. So you feel like if you walk into the bathroom and it's incredible, like someone left a huge mess for you, like now it's your like you're gonna be blamed for it by the next person to come in.
Exactly. Okay. So I try my best to, if I do miss the seat, if I'm standing to pee, I will wipe it down.
That's nice. I've never experienced a wiped down seat. There's always a little wet.
I always wipe beginning and end.
That's great. That's nice. I wipe beginning. I just sort of pass it on in whatever state I've found it. I try not to leave it worse than I found it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to make it better either. That's where I'm at. But I think you're better than me in that regard.
That's not true. I'm just different.
We're just different. We're all the vampire's just sort of there, like awkwardly looking at Twitter or whatever, just being like,
like what's the score?
What's the score of the news?
The game.
What's
the news game?
The news game. Who's getting all the clicks?
Who's on first
base of the news?
The military base?
Oh, who's on the first military base? Yeah.
In St. Augustine.
So he got one of them new phones with like the 3 cameras that goes. Like,
boop, boop. Maybe he has a spider version with 8 eyes.
Oh, that's Mark. Let's give the phone a bunch of eyes. Because again, we're back to eye contact. That's where we started.
And there's so many cameras. Yeah, they look silly.
Yeah, give him some little like spider legs. Ooh. I don't know what those are for. That's just a fun.
That's his case.
That's his fun case.
It's cute.
It's like spiders and vampires. Like they're not directly related, but like you can get, like he's like it's not all bats.
No,
it's not all bats.
And with bats come spiders.
Oh yeah, he's there.
I don't know what that phrase means.
With bats come spiders.
And with bats come spiders.
What do you? Oh, sure thing. Yeah.
Yeah, if you say so, sir. Where do you want the boxes of spiders?
He's just sort of like awkwardly like
doing one of those leans.
Yeah, he's doing one of those leans. He's just
tapping his toe, just like.
Yeah.
I don't hear any wiping.
Yeah.
And the sound, knowing that somebody is going to be vacating a restroom shortly by hearing the sound of a toilet paper roll clinking.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
is, if you are in line waiting, the most merciful sound.
Yeah.
And if you are not,
it's just a sound.
It's just a sound. Yeah.
It's crazy the context, how context affects what sounds.
How important they are.
How they'll make me feel. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a sound that's particularly frightening? A spooky sound?
A spooky sound. I like those flood warnings that when everyone's phone on the subway and it's just like bleep, bleep.
Like, what happened now?
It's like, it might flood.
And might flood, I don't understand what that means. I think I've only seen a flooded street in New York once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like the big puddles.
Yeah.
We all see the big puddles.
down by the Gowanus, there's a road that I've seen completely submerged and undrivable, but that's down in the Gowanus in a low area.
Just gonna
where a river is.
darken in the skies.
But yeah, I think I turned off most of those alerts I turned off amber alerts, I think, because I don't ever, I'm not
driving.
I'm not driving.
I'm not looking at the car's license plates.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, it's not something that I'm paying attention to, and I'm usually nowhere near a car.
Yeah, I'm not near a car. I'm not gonna. I don't know what you want me to do in that situation. Like I'm at work.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna run outside and look for the car.
Sorry. My my first experience with all of those going off was when I worked at a theater and the show was going on and everyone's phone went off, and it was right around the time when people were starting to be like, put your phones away, please, like stop taking pictures during the show. I mean, I guess that's always been the case, but this particular theater was really cracking down on that. So when everyone's phones went off, everyone, like the interns, the staff, and the performers kind of were like, oh, Jesus, who didn't turn off their phone? And then their phone started going off, our phone started going off, and we're like, I guess it's going to flood.
I guess it's going to flood. There's nothing you can do about that.
Nope.
Okay.
The fill is on 50%, so I just filled it twice at 100%.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Something like that.
Boop. We got there. So obviously there needs to be an anime vampire on the other side.
Oh, yes.
So we'll get that.
Also, I realized that all stalls have gaps in them, but this one's just in the middle.
This one's right here.
Yeah.
And they're just really there's something happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get a little a
crackle.
Yeah. So sparks. And then let's get a little anime. I'm gonna try and keep
You
the
did
proportions.
a really good Julia vampire.
Thank you. I'm gonna try and get the proportions the same on this anime vampire.
You really want to challenge yourself.
Yeah, I want to get this
Also, I'm not sure if my proportions make any sense because I think he's got very, very short upper thighs and the smallest pelvis, and his torso kind of truncates quickly.
People aren't watching this show for the proportions. They can't be.
Just so you know, it's unrealistic body image.
Yeah.
You can't achieve that.
You can't. Your head can't be that big. I'm sorry.
Everyone watching thinking I'm giving you a model of what a human body should look like they're wrong.
Mark, you're a role model for so many youths, and you're leading them astray.
Well,
with this.
If you shoot for the moon, if you miss, you'll end up in the stars. So
that's just an expression.
That's just a quote.
That's just from
Gandhi, I think.
I'm pretty sure Gandhi said if you shoot. That was right after he finished his hunger strike.
Yeah.
He said if you shoot for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. Beautiful legacy. Okay, so we've got this little vampire boy coming in. This is just like a typical day in the bathroom at the old college humor offices. I overheard a conversation the other day,
which you love to do in the bathroom.
You love to hear people loudly. My favorite is
when they take phone calls.
Yeah, this was a phone call.
Great.
Convo.
Kill me.
And it was just a man explaining to his bro that if you like a girl, you shouldn't be flirting with other girls.
No.
So he was taking the correct side
it's good advice
in the argument, but he was
Oofda.
whoever bro on the other end of the phone call wasn't having it.
Yeah, I'm worried for their bro.
Yeah. Seems like
I'm also worried for the women in their lives.
Yeah.
We share our bathrooms.
We
with
share
the
our
whole
bathrooms
floor.
with a floor, and it's just there's a company cultural difference between how I
At College Humor.
how I expect my bathroom time to go and how these office sharers do. And the bathroom is a social place for them.
Yeah.
And like
It's
that's
the watering hole, I guess.
That's I guess they don't just like have Slack where they can just like talk to each other like
You can slack your bro. Hey,
yeah.
be a chill dude.
This vampire's floating.
Ooh.
And he's got little elf boots because I don't know how to draw feet.
Elf
So,
boots are perfect. You saw me do those shoes 6 times.
yeah. This is a process show. People love to see the different sized shoes.
Yeah.
Let's get the yeah.
Get those gravy boats on.
You know, I think maybe we should do like what we did with the shades of purple and have Julia back on to do her own Spooktober drawings when she's around.
Yeah.
She just wasn't here, but she will be here later tonight for the Twitch stream.
Ooh.
So do tune in to our Twitch channel. We stream every Monday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. We also stream on Fridays. That's where you can see Mark.
Yeah.
Fridays is like a fun hangout friends stream. Mondays
Friday.
is also like a fun hangout friends stream, but we don't want to make all of our friends stay later than they would otherwise.
Yeah, I gotta go to the gym.
You got to go to the gym
to get my head bigger.
I think this is pretty spooky. I think this is. Let's just put like a little like happy Spooktober. This is like a little holiday card you can send to your friends.
Aww.
It's like a little e-card.
I remember e-cards.
Some e-cards. This is an e-card.
And if you don't forward it to 5 of your friends, someone will look at you in the eyes in the bathroom.
You'll get. Oh, and toilet paper is sort of like a staple of Halloween.
Running out.
Yeah, or I was just gonna say, like toilet paper. Yeah, toilet paper running out is also
a staple of Halloween.
It's a pretty scary thing. There's lots of
bathroom. There's lots to be afraid of in the bathroom.
Lots to unpack on this episode. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Any psychoanalysis you may have.
If my therapist is listening, I'll see you Wednesday.
I'll put a little pumpkin on this guy's head. Just give him one little pumpkin. Yeah.
Cute.
Boop, 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 boop. Happy October, everybody. Leave a suggestion of what you want to see us draw next time. Tune into the stream tonight if you can. Working on getting videos of our streams up on a separate YouTube channel, so look out for an announcement about that later this week. All I've been doing today has just been like going through the old Twitch videos and downloading them, which takes a minute, but we're making progress.
Boo.
Boo. We're sorry.
We're sorry.